we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you talking about coming out ready, hair's on fire, ready to play. You could tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. To the air on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Marshall.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run play action. Hauls it in. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a 1st.
Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
7, Western Kentucky, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Maybe a little too bold on that return as he's out of bounds at the 11. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
Second down.
Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Hampton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Here's the pressure. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
He's knocked down at the 7-yard line. Brings up second down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space, it's Roberts. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurd! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
14, Western Kentucky, 0.
Here he comes with the return. Makes a move. Finding in a... Oh, what vision. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
29 Philly, 2-9.
Now they'll run the draw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll run it with the jet sweep.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the 1st down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
And the Hilltoppers have pushed it inside the 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Under fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Roberts. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. At the 35, he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Quick release on the RPO. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Pocket breaking down. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Marshall quick to the line. Pulls and fires complete.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Marshall.
The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Trying play action. Fires left. It's complete. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just try to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short.
Black 33, mouse choice.
The inside handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Marshall quick to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Bully ball on 3rd and short. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! And the stomping has commenced.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
24, Western Kentucky, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Hilltoppers will take over 1st and 10.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was.
Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking down the middle. Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Set, ready.
Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Push down for the tackle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Lacy. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. He knew the heat was coming. He had to get rid of it in a hurry, and he did so beautifully.
Perfectly. I don't need a big gain. I don't need to hold on to this football because the longer I hold on to it with the blitz coming, the worse things are going to happen. I just need a few yards for the 1st down, get it out of my hand, get the 1st down.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He breaks a tackle. Turning it on. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch on the left. Open spaces. Touchdown, Tupper. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I know as a coaching staff, you're always trying to find positives that you can build on, and it's nice to see your team continues to fight. It has been a slog up to this point. No points until finally breaking through here in the 4th quarter. They're going to go back and watch the film, and they're going to see what worked on this drive and maybe try to build on that the next time out.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Marshall quick to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And the route is on.
What a day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a stripe for a completion.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Timeout is called by the defense, a mere 21 seconds to go here.
Western Kentucky.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Roberts. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. They've got it at the 41. Third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Marshall will be forced to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Marshall.
Marshall will be forced to punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play.
Hilltoppers will take over. First and 10.
One more play to pad the stats. Here they're trying to get to the edge. Got enough for the first. They make the stop and the